People Podcast. I'm Dan Frigolette. I'm here with Tempo. Thank you for meeting with me. We're in a little, I don't know what you would call this, like a weird, like a lobster nook.
A little section, a little fun section.
Like a little beach getaway, which I like.
Try to make it.
Yeah, this is is this your design?
It's the ladies.
Okay, yeah.
Ladies, all the ladies.
I can't see a dude hanging a net and like just shoving what are these called, sand dollars?
It
and
would look
fucking
way worse than that if I did it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's like a little now.
I have a woman.
Is there even like does anybody even hang out in this area?
Yeah.
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 Okay, cool.
Sometimes.
So you say you're from St. Pete.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to figure out the difference between St. Pete and Tampa. People are just like, well, St. Pete's better, but they don't give me. But they won't give me like any clear.
That is. Have you been to Tampa?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Tampa.
That's not a big fan. The streets, the area,
Yeah.
the people. Most of the people in Tampa are more mean.
Yeah.
St. Pete's not like that.
St. Pete's like just where
more
happiness
chill.
happens.
A lot of hippies down here.
Yeah?
St. Pete, yeah.
Okay.
A lot.
I'm running it, and maybe because I'm only hanging out with a certain type of people, but like in Florida, in this industry, and then in my industry in comedy, I'm just bumping into people who just love weed.
Everybody.
There's like almost nobody who doesn't love weed anymore.
Everybody. We're just waiting for it to be legal. When it gets legal,
I'm trying to figure out the Florida thing. So it's like people in Florida are very chill about it.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like, are you close? Is Florida close to legal status?
Almost
Are people
there.
into it?
They're slowly but surely, yeah, almost there.
It seems like it would pass faster because like there's a population of people that are young, and then there's a whole other population of people that are old, and old people should be down because of the medical part of it.
Everybody does.
Unless they're trying to hoard on it or pretend like it's not really happening.
They're trying to figure out how to make more money off of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, they figured it out, man. Like, what did they make? They made an extra $1 billion in Colorado the year they opened it.
We have a few dispensaries already put up right
Yeah.
now. It just we can't go in there ourselves.
Right, not yet.
Not
yeah.
like how Vegas and
Right,
California.
right. Yeah, we did it. Was it Seattle? I went in Seattle in 2015. It was my first experience going to the dispensary, and I don't have enough weed information anyway. So like, there's just too much knowledge. Like they're like, what are you trying to feel? And I'm like, I don't know. Just leave me alone with the products for a minute. Let me just look.
So many.
It's overwhelming.
It is so many.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming when we went to Vegas, man. That was a trip of a lifetime.
Yeah.
To walk into those stores, literally buying it like it was like candy.
Yeah. And some of it actually is candy.
Most of it. It had chocolates,
That's
everything,
funny.
man. The gummies. It was good.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Nice. Very cool. All right. So what's your background? What's your background in this industry? Explain to the people what you're doing as an entertainer.
I am a male entertainer.
Yeah.
So I literally walk around naked all day.
Yeah.
Basically.
So are you camming? Are you live? Like what's your...
I actually do in Tampa. I am in a group called Hunkamania.
Okay. Oh, nice.
And I also dance every Saturday night at Southern Nights.
Okay, very cool.
And that is a gay club.
Yeah.
And that's the fun part. It's actually fun.
Yeah.
To be honest. Like if
Just to get hit on all day by men.
Compliments.
Yeah.
It's actually women that come through there too.
Sure,
like
sure.
Compliments back to back. That's the most part. Like
That's
you never
great.
get any compliments that many. Like you can be famous and probably won't get that many
Right.
compliments. Like all day.
Right. That's funny.
But it's
That's
fun.
really fun.
Man.
So how long have you been there?
I've been at Southern Nights now for a year now.
Okay.
In Hunkamania, I just started with them, so about 7 months.
So what is that? That's one of those shows where it's like
so Hunkamania
7
is
dudes on
male
stage.
revenue. So Hunkamania is just strictly women only.
Yeah.
And so that's when we bring a lady up on stage, and they'll have the bridal shower and everything.
Yeah.
And we'll
Make a
give you
spectacle.
solo. Yes. So it'll be like 4 solos throughout the night. We'll bring
Okay.
each one lady. We'll choose a lady. It's just random pick.
Yeah.
And then you get your little 7-minute, 8-minute lap dance.
Right. Okay.
And
In front of everybody.
In front of everybody.
Yeah.
And the crowd gets a little taste too. We'll go in the crowd and dance with them too.
Interesting.
But then after that, around like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, that's when it turns into the Southern Night
Yeah.
Club.
Interesting.
That's when it gets crazy.
How, like, I don't know, what's the one dude to another, like what's the draw into the industry? How do you I don't know, how do you wake up and go, this is what I should be doing right now?
Oh, I danced all my life, man. And so when it came to me finding my genre of dancing, like because I freestyle, everything I do is freestyle, everything off the top of the head. So when it came to me trying to find a genre of dancing, I just looked at myself and like, what was I more comfortable doing?
Yeah.
So it was like either locking, b-boying,
right,
slow grinding.
Right.
And when it came down to everything, slow grinding was like like I can do that without. I
No
can
shit.
teach people.
Yeah. No
And
shit.
so when it came down to dancing, like I had to learn more of pop lock. I had to learn more of b-boying. When it came down to slow grind, that was just a talent that just came to me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is something I need to do. This is something I'm going to do. And so I started in college. College really got me. I joined an entertainment called Wild Entertainment.
Okay.
And it was in Daytona. And dude, we like almost were strippers, but we didn't have to take our clothes off.
Yeah.
We chose to.
And then, well, how old are you now?
I'm 25.
So this is like at the heyday of like Daytona, like craziness.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So yes, when everybody would go
Right.
to Daytona.
Right. That was the spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And so we would go down and with the entertainment, we would go to different clubs. We'd have a DJ, our own DJ.
Yep.
We'd like basically have a party in the club.
Yeah.
And so everybody would come out and we'll just basically be the people that turn up the club. Make sure everybody's dancing. Make sure everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
Make sure somebody. If you sit.
What you said you didn't have to take your clothes off, but you guys ended up doing it anyway.
Oh, all the time.
That's
all
funny.
the time. That was a drinking group, so a lot
that's
of people
funny.
there drunk. So
It's like that. It's like after the Cavs won and JR is just running around with no shirt on, and all that Kerry Champion cares about is like, where's JR's shirt? I don't know, man. Let him live.
Why is it off?
Let him live.
When did it happen?
What? Right. She's talking about the plane. She's like, he went on the plane without a shirt. He came off the plane without a shirt. Where's his shirt?
When did you even come? I didn't have one. I'm sorry.
Who cares? It's
yeah,
so
it's
funny.
enjoyable, man. It's a fun time, and to be able to continue doing this and still have my life and everything going on, like it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool that everybody accepts it, and I actually run a restaurant, so everybody in the restaurant knows.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
No shit.
And everybody accepts it. Everybody wants to come see me.
Yeah, of course.
I have friends come see
Yeah.
me. It's a world to bring people in and make people feel more comfortable about themselves.
Yeah.
Because it's not just me in the club. It's people that's there that literally don't get that type of attention, don't get that type of love from outside in the real world.
Right.
So when they come to that club, I make sure I can talk to them. They have a nice conversation. I have other guys, other girls there. And so everybody gets a chance.
No, I like that point. There's this thing that I think is happening sort of on the other side of this business and sort of the fetish community, where there's almost like a danger to people being able to just sit at home, consume something that is like a taboo thing, and then what happens is they never like ask their partner for it. Maybe they don't even have a partner because now they're just getting all of their things, and that's like the big fear with the level that sex toys are getting to and mannequins and all these things, is that you're not just going to actually interact with another person.
And they're scared for some reason. Like when you have a partner, why be scared to ask them to try?
Yeah,
something?
walk across the room and ask her if we can do some feet stuff.
There's nothing wrong with your sex life if you're asking this stuff. Your sex life is perfectly fine if you're asking this stuff. If you're asking this stuff, that means you guys are having fun. You enjoy having sex with this person. So you're trying to say, this is something I'm interested in. You want to try it?
Yeah. Maybe we're not into it. But let's find out.
Try it, let's find out.
Yeah, right.
And a lot of people in this world, of course, especially our age, man, like they would not experience new stuff.
Yeah.
They're scared to experience different stuff.
I talk about this a little bit. I try to write a joke about it, but it's not well received yet. But this idea that like I've been in situations where people they just have like there are a couple moves that they're doing, and they're like, those are the things I'm doing, and it's like if you have like a big move, if you got to like stop production to do your move. Yeah. That move is trash.
It was horrible.
Like that move should be able to get worked into every situation. But if you got to go, hold on, time out, get off. Like a girl asked me to get off the bed. She said, go get on the floor. And I was like, excuse me? She said, get on the floor. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't. Whatever this move is, I'm good.
So if you have to direct,
right.
It's something that
yeah, it's one thing if you can if you spin somebody and you move a leg and you do the thing and you get in there, right?
But she literally stopped the whole production.
Time out. Get on the floor.
Okay, what's about to happen?
Trash.
No. I understand that.
That's funny. Yeah, but I do. I fear that people are not doing. They don't just go to their partner and go. And so then now they're in the basement with like the baby oil.
And it happens a lot.
Yeah, and then when it builds up. It's like maybe if you did some foot stuff with your wife, maybe none of y'all would be into it. But now like you're obsessing over it, and it becomes this bigger thing than it ever was.
And now you're doing this thing behind your lady back,
right?
Or behind your man's back, when they probably would have accepted you.
Right.
And that's the sad part about it. Like people in relationships now, if you're in a relationship, why are you not comfortable?
Yeah.
With explaining or talking to your partner.
And then it almost becomes like cheating.
Why are you not comfortable? If you're in a relationship and you're not comfortable saying anything that's on your mind to your partner, you need to.
You're both on the wrong thing.
You're doing something.
And you're also
wrong.
you're doing something wrong with your own life.
Completely
that you're not saying something honest.
Open up.
We're losing honesty. I find the people in this business are some of the most honest people that I've met.
Honest people, and that's the reason I am so comfortable. And I'm not saying that I was born to be around this.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, everybody that I've met in this industry tells me to God.
Right. And there's a like a reward to it too, because it's just a freedom to actually having somebody say the thing. Yeah. And even sometimes when it's like, it's not always positive. Somebody says something like true because they're feeling it, and then you can get over it and you can deal with it.
What I mean, because at the end of the day, everybody in the industry I've noticed help each other.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue to help each other.
Yeah.
They're going to tell you if you're doing something wrong, that's something to cut it out. Nobody's going to really like that. They're going to tell you if you're doing something good, keep that up.
Right.
Keep doing it. But at the end of the day, everybody here, like you said, tells the truth, nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
Man, and I enjoy every bit of it.
I don't know, there's something about acceptance of who you are and what you're doing that just feels greater. And I mean that's what I get with comedy. There are people in comedy that don't they sort of build a character. Mm-hmm. And they make something exaggerated in one way or another on stage, and I just never understood that type of style, because like for me, the catharsis of being myself and having the crowd enjoy that and agree with the premises that I'm putting out there is the whole thing. That's the whole ball game, is the acceptance of the thing. And
being yourself, man.
Yeah.
Being yourself is like the biggest thing in life. And when you try to be someone else, people don't understand why am I not successful? Why am I not moving on in life? Because you're following somebody else and not trying to do what's on your
trying to emulate, something. And then I don't know. I mean, I think people can be successful by picking a thing and like trying to like live in that thing.
Focus on one thing.
But you're not gonna be happy because you know you're not true to yourself.
Of course.
But you can fake it. You can fake it and be good. Yeah. You can even make a thing and keep faking that thing. But you're not gonna be happy. That's the thing. You're not gonna be happy.
You choose happiness.
Yeah.
And most people don't understand that. What I mean when you choose happiness, like relationship-wise, you're not happy in your relationship. Why?
Right.
If you're in a 6-year, 7-year relationship and you haven't been happy from the beginning, why keep forcing yourself to stay?
Yeah. That's on you. Yeah, I think relationships are the hardest one, right? Because we don't even use logic once we're in there. You go, well, I've been in this thing now 3 years. I got like time served. I don't want to like lose the time, the investment that I put into this. And it's like, no, but now you're wasting another 8 years.
More.
Somebody's gonna walk across the room one of the days and go, this is over. You may as well get out while you can.
And you wasted, and then it
right.
could have been
and it's 12 years,
yeah.
We only got 80 years. We got 85 years on this earth. Like you're probably not in relationships until you're about 20. 20 to 30 is garbage.
Any beginning relationship, if you feel that you shouldn't be in a relationship at the beginning of your relationship, don't think it's going to change later on.
Right.
Don't think, maybe there's a change.
I thought I could change him. We were working on that.
I thought I could love her.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not if it ain't happening at the beginning, stop it.
Yeah. I'm in the place now where I have relationships like work themselves out so fast that like I'll go from like meeting somebody, like falling completely into the thing, and then having the whole thing end within like a 3-week period. It's like it's this crazy, but you still live the entire like process of a relationship to the point where you're like, oh my god, like I couldn't live without this person, and then it still has that same gradual decline.
And that's what I call.
And it falls apart.
That's not the person for you.
Right.
And that's what I mean. I did the same thing, until I found the one.
Yeah.
I did the same exact thing. And I went, and people would call me a hoe. I was like, how? I'm not being a hoe because I'm trying to find my wife.
Right.
Did I have sex with you, or did I just date you? I didn't have sex with all you. I just dated you to see if I can stay with you.
Right.
Or I can be with you.
Yeah. It just happened quick.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find her.
That's funny. No. Yeah, no, I've been people try to ask like how many people you've been with as if that's going to be an indicator of a thing. It's like, no, I'm out there trying every night. I'm out there, I'm trying my best. And I've been in 0 situations that were like one-nighters. Everything I put everything I got. I put everything I got. Everything I got into everything.
Trying to find that woman.
But I also fuck it up a lot. You know what I mean?
Nobody's perfect. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That people don't understand as well, and especially being in a relationship. If you want to be in a relationship with somebody for the rest of your life, listen, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
If you find somebody that you can tolerate the bad shit with, man, because nobody's perfect. There's going to be, like, even if it's not at the beginning, later on, 10 years from now, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be an issue where bad communication,
right?
Where you get jealous, where something goes wrong in their relationship, money-wise, dude. Like, that's the big
Yeah,
issue.
money fucks shit up quick.
Oh, money will make people like lose their mind.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. People don't understand, like, when you guys are going through these issues, the one person that's there to help you with these issues is your partner.
Right.
And you're yelling and cursing at your partner, blaming your partner for this different stuff instead of sitting down with your partner trying to come up with a solution.
Right. Yeah, somebody was talking about, somebody kept going on and on about how their husband doesn't refill the toilet paper roll the other day. And I was like, yeah, but like, you don't too sometimes, but now you just got another person you can blame. You're not looking at relationships right. Like, just because you got somebody that you can yell at.
And if you're complaining about toilet paper, that is something good to be complaining about. I can understand if you're complaining about your man texting or using your phone around you and he's not giving you his time and everything.
I don't know why we lost it. Let me turn back. Let's find that. We're still rocking on the podcast.
I can understand that part, but
it's fine. We still got the audio.
Yeah,
we lost the video on this, but we're still going audio. This is the one that this is the thing that I think is sort of the most important, and this is the thing that's been a theme for the last couple of years for me is finding somebody who can actually apologize. That's the hardest moment. Is you go, look, I fucked up. I'm sorry. This is what I'm gonna do to like make amends. I understand now that these 3 things that happened in succession made you feel away. And I'm taking responsibility for that. And nobody wants to take responsibility in today's day and age.
You know, one thing that I would tell you to everybody, especially if you're an adult and you're not in high school anymore,
right.
And all the colleges, after high school and college, 0 ego.
Right.
Eliminate your ego. That is over. That is done. That is the most childish thing. That is the reason for what you're talking about right now.
Right.
It's people's egos.
Well, and it's like they're protecting themselves and not willing to say, well, you know, this is a mistake. And I just don't understand that process.
Why? And you know you're wrong. And somebody's talking to you. You guys are going back and forth. And in your mind, you're saying, dang, I was wrong about that part, but you were wrong about this part. No.
Yeah, and it's like now it's about winning that moment. Now
stop winning.
Yeah,
there's no winning.
If you're trying to win, you're losing all of it
at all times.
Yeah,
arguing, let it go.
Yeah, I don't know. I've reached a weird plateau in my life where I'm open to things like open relationships, open to things where maybe you know that the people classify as polyamory. I'm not interested in just fucking random strangers, but I understand the difficulty of me being gone so much, so I want to extend for someone else their comfort level, and for me the ability to get out there and add other people into our lives. And so I'm in that position. So I'm in a place where like there's not a lot of jealousy left for me. I don't think people are possessions to each other. And so I don't know. This past like winter, I was in a scenario where somebody like decided to like take it outside the relationship and just didn't talk to me about it. And it's like we could have been fine. Like I could have granted permission. And now we're hiding behind this thing, and the behavior gets weird, and I can tell that something's up. And then we go another month of you not telling me what the real scenario is, and then the only problem that we bump into is you can't just go, well, I did this. These are this is the blowout.
The fact is that in that mind state, their minds is thinking, oh, I'm getting in trouble for what I did.
Right.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you my relationship is just like how your relationship is. We're open. We're fine. There's no jealousy. Communication is the only thing that would make us argue.
Right.
Communicate.
Yeah. Why didn't you tell me? Right.
I'm letting you know.
Yeah.
You have a free life. As long as you're still coming home to me, you can have fun. You can do your thing, make your money, do what you need to do. Communicate.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to. Okay. Communication.
Don't put either of us in an unsafe scenario.
The time you're hiding is when, like, now in my mind, like when you're hiding something, I just told you we can communicate. You can do whatever you want. Now you're hiding this, so now I'm thinking there's another level.
There's another level.
You're more than
whatever it
interested
is
in what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Now you're hiding this because are you leaving a relationship?
Right.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And so without communication, that's what's going to boil it down.
This is, by the way, this just rang in my head. Like that's why you should never like try to like put a surprise party up for like somebody that you actually are being honest with, because you're asking yourself to now be dishonest for like a period of weeks.
And that's very hard.
And then now, like, there's been plenty of situations where people are like getting a surprise party for them, and what they think is going on is like they're like, oh, my wife's cheating on me for sure.
What is she doing? Why is that happening?
She put her phone away. That's because she got all your friends coming to town.
No. And surprise parties, of course. Like if you set it up right, a lot of people like them, but at the end of the day, a surprise party will get a lot of people in trouble.
It's, you come home with a gun. And you're like, hey, I thought she was fucking all of my friends.
I saw her texting you.
I thought she was banging all of my friends, not inviting them to my party. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, I think the biggest problem is that people are not honest with themselves. How you can be honest with somebody else, you can't be honest with yourself. You can't sit down and look in the mirror and really accept what your life is.
And it's sad that you can talk to someone. Like how we're saying, like what you just said, you can talk to someone and tell them to be honest with yourself, and they know they need to be honest with themselves, but they still lie.
And the problem is you can't. As soon as you tell, like, it becomes defensive. You go, listen, I don't even think you're being honest with yourself, and then like, what do you know about me?
What you mean?
Yeah, right.
How you know I'm lying? Yeah.
And then you're in the trap. That's tough. That's a tough.
So you have to let them do it themselves until they realize that. Until everybody realize that telling the truth will help everything out way more. It would be so bad just because people lie.
We're getting further and further from the truth, especially with the presidents that we got going on. Okay, so I missed out. I wasn't paying attention. I've been running around. I was in Miami. I was in Tampa. I was in Melbourne, Smyrna, Myers, and just in the last 4 days. Like, that's where I've been.
Wow.
So I've been nowhere. I've been everywhere and nowhere. So I don't know. Do you follow LeBron? Where are you sit on the LeBron thing? I know he lost last night.
Oh, Lord.
This is gonna be late in the game when this episode drops. We're like 8 weeks out. But
oh, Lord.
Game 2.
LeBron.
What side are you on? Because there's no middle on LeBron. It seems like it's either people think he's the greatest player of all time, or they think that he's trash, and I don't understand the second one.
And to be honest, not a basketball fan, but I'm going to get into that.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, keep going. I'm just gonna try to plug this in, see if we can get the video back.
The question that I had was the same question that you're asking now. Like, is he really the greatest? And so I wouldn't ask. I wouldn't ask nobody that's my age. I wouldn't ask somebody that's like 30. Right. I'm asking people that's like seen the other great play, Michael Jordan.
This is interesting because so I mean I'm 35, so it was within my wheelhouse to the whole Jordan legacy. But it is interesting to sit down maybe, and we're not asking that guy. We're not asking the guy who's like 60.
No, I'm asking like my dad and people that have watched Jordan play and admired Jordan, just like how our age level admires LeBron. And so I'm asking people older, and I asked them, like, what do you think? Like, what's your mindset on LeBron? And they literally sat down and said LeBron is the greatest, all because he plays defense.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan is amazing. Everything. Michael Jordan is amazing. He did everything amazing on offense, but that for some reason, when it comes down to every single thing, like every category, guess who dominates it?
Well, it's getting absurd because now every game they put up a new stat that he just broke, and here's the worst part. I mean, you're 24.
25.
You're 25. I'm 35, so my body's starting to fall apart. And LeBron's 34. I think he's 1 year younger than me. My body's starting to fall apart, and I'm not doing shit. I tweeted the other day. I said, because they ripped him down. You remember that he was going up for the leg? They ripped him down off his shoulders. He got back up, no problem. People talking about his conditioning. I'm 35. There are 0 people trying to stop me from doing anything, and I just got knee surgery. I was by myself, and I blew out my knee. I just got knee surgery. Like, I wake up every morning, like in pain. I'm trying to think. He's got 100. How many teams in the league? 30 teams in the league. 15 people per team. He's got. Well, I did the math the other day. He's got like 200 people trying to stop him at any given moment.
Nobody can never stop him.
And nobody can stop him, and he's not getting hurt. Like there are. I mean, look at everybody else in his class. We got Kyrie, who can't stay healthy.
He's went through great people.
Can't stay healthy.
He's played with a lot of great people.
Yeah, but he can't stay healthy.
No.
We got Dwayne Wade couldn't stay healthy.
No.
LeBron is a machine.
No, when has he been hurt?
He's
Besides his little flopping things.
He's never been hurt, and he also plays every minute of every game.
Every game.
Yeah.
And dominates.
Yeah.
And when he wants to score, guess what he does?
He very much scores.
He scores.
I remember the first time I said, you see the videos where he's just throwing full courts?
The shots?
He's throwing full court
just
like
football
passes. and they're all just going in.
Like it's nothing.
Like when you're on fire in NBA Jam. Is that predate NBA Jam TE?
Oh my God.
You get on fire and you would just you would make
start
every
making
shot.
them anywhere.
Every shot. That's LeBron's life.
But yeah, man, that's the question.
Although that was Steph last night though too.
Yeah, Steph
he was shooting from the parking lot.
All Steph needs is the size. If Steph gets the size, he'll be fine. Yeah. But LeBron has the whole thing, and that's the question that everybody's gonna always debate about. But to be honest with you, man, like the dude has everything. Yeah. Man. Like the dude's.
Well, this is how you know that he's doing too well. Is that everybody's trying to like now reframe everything, and they're like, yeah, but there's nobody in the league that he's competing against, and you're like, what are you talking about? What? Half of the Dream Team, 1992 Dream Team, half of the Dream Team was scrubs. Like if you made that same team today, that's Durant, that's Harden. I mean, this is like monsters.
He's not competing. What about when he was competing against people?
Right.
Still doing the same thing.
Right. Well, I think the All-Star team of 2018 looks like the roster from like the Monstars from Space Jam. Like they're freaks
sad.
of nature.
It's sad.
They don't miss. They're incredible. It's amazing. I'm gonna try one more time to get us back. I don't know what happened to us, but it doesn't want to cooperate. I think it just doesn't have enough battery. Anyway, so what else? So what? So you're not into basketball. What are you like? What are your like hobbies? What is your pastime to like kind of maintain reality and sanity and not freak out and?
Well, the thing that calms me down is of course dancing.
Sure.
But my passion before I got to the point of realizing life and how life was football.
No shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what'd you play? What position?
I played corner actually.
No shit.
Yeah.
So you're quick.
In high school, I was a quarterback, but my passion was defense, and that's always been defense, and I've always played defense.
There's something I've never gotten anybody's head about defense. I mean, I was if the only thing I could say that I was that I excelled at was I was a good defensive player in basketball. They used to put me on the guy who was like twice my size because I would frustrate the shit out of him.
My thing with
defense. What's the mentality of like you're not scoring today?
No, my thing with defense was that I didn't care about the hype of scoring.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the hype of like shaking anybody. I didn't care about the hype of just having the ball in my hand.
Yeah.
I cared about the hype of me proving a point to stop you.
Right.
And at any given point.
And the thing with defense is though, it's like it's such an it's a psychological game. And there's so much that happens that nobody in the like that's watching saw. Like he didn't get the ball because there was no way he was getting the ball.
He was going to get that.
Yeah.
And so my thing playing football was that I'm a very nice dude.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout life, I smile a lot, man. I am very friendly. Football, my way to literally let my anger go.
Yeah, sure,
and so
sure.
Anybody that if you ever, I'll show you some tapes. Anybody that ever watched me, anybody that ever played against me, they know I was coming to hit you.
Right, okay.
At all times. And it wasn't going to be a pretty hit. It wasn't going to be no little tap hit. I'm coming to hit you.
Every play.
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny.
And so I used to get in trouble for that because I used to miss tackles just trying to kill people.
Yeah.
I used to get in trouble a lot just not putting my head in the game and literally always trying to kill everybody.
So you're going for the real hit instead of just getting
I'm going for the crowd reaction.
Yeah. No shit. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's funny.
And so that was the main thing. Like, and anybody that ever played defense with me, that was the same thing. That everybody that loves playing defense loves to hit.
Yeah.
And loves to stop.
Yeah.
Anything that's coming their way.
I don't know. It's like it's like the reward. I don't know. It's like there's no other way to like really put it.
Like your touchdown. It's like when you score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like when somebody scores a touchdown, it's the same feeling as a defensive player making a stop.
Yeah. Well, and for a comedian now, it's like it's making an audience laugh at a premise that they didn't think they were going to believe. Right. And it's like it's all these little wins in life. What is it in dancing? Like, what's the?
Dancing is my zen, man.
But like, what is it? But like, what's that same moment in dancing? Like, the moment where you hit somebody and you get that reaction. What is it in dancing?
The moment when you're like dancing and you're feeling the music.
Yeah.
And you're literally into the point where it's really like just like the crowd's reaction.
Yeah.
So when it comes to dancing, like even though if I dance by myself, when I'm doing something and I do a real good move, that's like the amazingness of me dancing.
Yeah.
Like when I come up with something myself.
Yeah.
Or if I'm dancing for people and everybody's like, oh my God.
Right.
That is like just like a big football hit. Like,
throwing
like
chairs.
like when I do a big move or something, everybody's like, oh, that was just like a football hit.
Well, that's what I mean. I guess that's probably what people look for if they did gravitate to being a b-boy is that moment. It's like
that move.
Yeah,
man.
it's just do the and then
you're
and then you go
practicing
from
all the
flat
time,
foot
and then
to
you
like
just boom and land. Everybody like,
what?
You do that.
Yeah.
So it's just basically everybody wants that crowd reaction, man.
Yeah. I mean, and it's tough. It's like once the older you get, the less experience you get to have those types of things. It's what do we get? We get like a 10-year window as kids to be in these environments where where people want to react.
And you can tell the ego part of that's what I mean, the ego part of life. You can tell the different ego part of life because of course I could have continued playing football.
Yeah.
And keep hearing the crowd reaction.
Right.
Or you can come to real life and experience real life and have a family and start making real money and not be on a contract, not be on anybody else working for anybody else.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's that moment with the family. I mean, that's all any dude just wants is that like when you come to the door, the family goes, it's Dad.
Pops home.
I don't think we get that. I don't think anybody does. I mean, I don't have any kids, so I don't get that. But I don't think anybody. That's what I get with my dog.
I love it, dude.
And like that's why I love being a dog parent.
Started off with.
They come out and your dog comes home and your dog stands on his voice like
wagging the tail and everything. And so
Dad's home,
but they can't talk.
Right.
So I was like, man, I'm enjoying this a lot. Wait, I have kids, so let me have kids to see how this goes.
Daddy's home.
Pops home. Party time. We're not going to bed early tonight.
Yeah. That's funny. That's really funny. All right. This has been a fun episode, man. I appreciate you. Do you want people to come live to your shows? Do you want people to follow you on the internet?
Yes,
like how do we support you? How do we move forward with all that?
Please do. Yes, my Instagram name is Love of Tempo. It's the easiest thing.
Okay.
Like the song Tempo.
Nice.
Love of beginning. And my shows are every Saturday. Any Saturday you're in Ybor.
So if you're in, what do you call this? Ybor City?
Ybor is where I dance. Yeah.
Got it.
So if you're ever at Ybor, come to Southern Nights. I'm always there. And Hunkamania, we have our shows the same place.
Okay.
So the Hunkamania shows are at between 6 and 9 o'clock, and then right after is the Southern Nights.
Awesome.
So anytime you're in Ybor, come check me out.
Very cool.
It's fun. It's very fun.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. Follow him on the web. If you're down in this area, please support. We're on iTunes, we're Google Play, whatever thing you found us on. We're on the other thing. We got some YouTube content tonight. We had a little technical difficulties, but we're coming in and out of it. You see two dudes having a good time. Check us out every Sunday. We drop a new episode. Thank you so much to my guests for being here. Thank you guys for listening at home.